In better times, my father demonstrated numerous other qualities that we desire in Doniel Simcha. My father was a people person. He loved kidding with people, joking with people, and kibitzing with anybody who he could talk to, from waiters to the cab drivers to the people who cleaned his hospital room. He loved his family immensely, but not just did he love his family immensely, he loved being a father. And I think that if the Guinness Book of Records had a record for the most amount of activities you can cram into a 6-year-old's birthday party, my father would be the reigning champion. He was a confidant and a personal advisor to me. In difficult situations, when I was faced with a conflict, I always knew that I could count on my father to provide me with a totally unobjective opinion of what was going on in complete support of me, no matter whether I was right or wrong in a situation. Although he wasn't observant as a Jew, he was a proud Jew. He wore a mezuzah around his neck. He cared about Israel, and we would talk in detail over and over about the state of affairs there. He taught himself Yiddish, or something that he claimed was Yiddish. One story about my father really reflects all of these qualities. I used to live in Washington, D.C., and my father lived in Phoenix. And there was one time that he was visiting me for a 4-day weekend. I picked him up at the airport, and for a 4-day weekend, he was carrying 2 enormous suitcases, you know, the kind that are so big, they have the double sets of rollers. And I looked at him at the airport, "Dad, what are you doing? You're only here for 4 days." And he gave me this mischievous grin, and he just said, "You'll have to find out later." And so we got back to my apartment, and he immediately sent me to my room, where for the next 15 minutes I waited while he unpacked the suitcases. And 15 minutes later he called me out, and there in my living room, all over the living room, was a Shabbos meal that my father had prepared for me in Phoenix, Arizona, and packed for the trip. Everything from wine to halot to lettuce and tomatoes and avocados, as if you couldn't find those things in Washington, D.C. And he knew that we were going to be celebrating Shabbos together, and he knew that this was something that was important to me. And it was his desire, even though he didn't keep Shabbos, to connect with me on a personal level. And that was his way of showing love. Regarding the second name of our son, Simcha. Simcha means joy or happiness in Hebrew. I think every parent wants joy and happiness for their child. But I think that Hani and I feel that happiness is sort of, in a way, a two-way street. We want our child to be happy and content and to derive joy from his surroundings. But our blessing for him is also that he's able to give happiness, that he is able to through his relationships with others, to pick other people up, to put a smile on the face of somebody who is down. And I can tell you that that ability to make other people happy is already one quality that we've seen in our boy. I can't imagine seeing the birth of your own child and not reflect and appreciate the role your own parents provided. My mother, who is visiting us today, Mom, you are incredible. Your selfless devotion to our upbringing, your ability to face challenges head-on with clarity and determination, your compassion and understanding, and your unwavering support and love set the bar very high for me and for us as a parent, and you are the worthiest of role models. Also, tremendously worthy are Toby and Philip Bardash, who have welcomed me into our family with the greatest amount of love. I am so tremendously blessed to have you, Philip and Toby, where are you, as my in-laws. Your devotion, encouragement, and love of your family have yielded now 15 beautiful grandchildren. We are so tremendously grateful of your support in all areas of our lives, from providing a Shabbos retreat for us and our friends, to escorting us to doctor's appointments, and to be pillars of support in every facet of our lives. We love you both tremendously. And Philip, I am so proud to be a part of providing you as a Holocaust survivor with a 15th grandchild. I am also eternally grateful for the mother who Doniel Simcha is inheriting. My wife, Hani, is the most caring person that I know. As many of you and most of you are aware, Hani is deeply, deeply concerned with the welfare of others. Her sincerity allows her the ability to connect with so many individuals on so many different levels in such a deep and meaningful way, and she always sees the potential in others. My son is inheriting an all-star. Hani, where are you? I love you so much, and I'm so grateful that you are my wife and the mother to my son and our son. One final thing that I learned about Doniel in the scriptures is that Doniel in the scriptures is often referred to as Ish Hamudah, a person greatly loved. And in our son's case, for this, there is no doubt. Thank you all so much for coming today. I am so grateful that you're able to share this simcha with us. And I really, really appreciate it so much. Hani appreciates it so much, and we are so grateful that you are all here.